The future is always around the corner, so we can always expect something new. Sometimes it's small steps forward, sometimes big leaps forward. In military hardware, we've really reached a point where most advances are evolutionary, building on past successes and proven features, rather than revolutionary, which could take designers in an entirely new direction. Such is the case with the B-21 Raider, which is now in development. It mainly builds on the successes of the B-2 Spirit, and both feature a flying wing design. Likewise, most 6th-generation fighter designs have focused on what works with 5th-generation aircraft and gone much further. So the question is, what can we expect with the next generation beyond what is already in the prototype stage? Yet even aviation experts can only speculate what we might expect. To be honest, I haven't even heard anyone mention the 7th generation, explained Gareth Jennings, aviation editor at Jane's. Most Tier 2 fleet nations that build aircraft, Turkey, South Korea, etc., build their own 5th generation jets, while Tier 1 nations US, UK and partners France and partners look to the 6th generation. General 7 isn't really a thing yet, added Jennings. That being said, it is possible to look at the progression of previous generations and extrapolate this forward to make an informed attempt at what characteristics of a 7th generation jet might be. However, Jennings went on to say that even our concept of generations of such generations is not set in stone. In fact, until the development of today's most advanced combat aircraft, there was no talk of one special plane falls in a special generation. It's important to first note that generations don't really exist. They only came into being to classify aircraft since Lockheed Martin used the term 5th generation to describe its F-35, and all older aircraft sort of backfilled into the previous generation for which they were best suited, so the F-4 became a 3rd generation aircraft and the Eurofighter a 4th generation aircraft, and so on, Jennings said. Lockheed Martin will readily admit that it was a marketing gimmick to make their product stand out, but it has stuck and is now widely used. The way to the 7th generation, generations described. Even if the designations were actually only created afterwards, the U.S. Air Force has now broken down the respective capabilities of the generation designations. 1. First generation. Jet propulsion. 2. Second generation. Sweep wings, range radar, and infrared guided missiles. 3. Third generation. Supersonic flight, pulse radar, and missiles capable of attacking enemies out of sight. 4. Fourth generation. High agility, some sensor fusion, pulse Doppler radar, reduced radar signature, fly-by-wire, look-down, launch missiles, and more. So what's unique about generations is that each new generation focuses on a key set of performance attributes while maintaining the key performance attributes that defined the generations before it, Jennings suggested. For example, the 3rd generation F-4 Phantom retained the supersonic speed that largely defined the previous generation, but added to that advanced for its time mission computation and guided missiles.